celebrate. They have done it.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with a match preview for Newcastle United's upcoming game this Sunday, 4:30 kickoff at St James's Park against those lot. That's right, Manchester United. Now, Manchester United may be sitting there in mid-table mediocrity. I couldn't even get my words right. I'm so elated with joy at the suffering of Manchester United because I've made any secret about this at all. I grew up watching football in the late 80s and early 90s, and Manchester United dominated football. They dominated football. They won everything. They had the best players. They brought through the best players. They went and signed the best young players that they didn't have, and they won everything. They were a magnificent side under a very good manager, and boy, were they arrogant about it. That fan base was arrogant, entitled. Mark used to refer to them as a Veruca Salt of fan bases, and they still are, even though they're absolutely dog shit right now, and it's brilliant. We're all here for it. All of the football fans are rejoicing in Manchester United's fall from grace. This is 13th versus 5th, and it's the other way around because it used to be Manchester United and Newcastle in opposite positions, but now Newcastle are 5th in the table, chasing Champions League off the back of winning the trophy, and Manchester United are crap. And I'm really looking forward to this game. I love nothing more than beating Manchester United and beating them well. So let's get stuck in. This is the lineup. I think that Eddie Howe is not going to change anything, even though Anthony Gordon sounds like he's back on the grass according to Jason Tindall because Eddie's been off on the pat. Mick, well, good luck to her. Well, I hope Eddie's obviously well for the weekend. I'm sure he will be. It takes a lot to floor Eddie Howe, to be fair, in terms of an illness, he's probably still working remotely, probably on a laptop, watching everybody train, I'd imagine. But I'm sure Eddie'll be back at the touchline for Sunday. But Jason Tindall's been doing the press conference. He was talking about the fitness of the players. Alexander Isak sounds like he's okay after looking like he was struggling a little bit. Picture of him training as well has probably sent shivers down the spine of Harry Maguire. He's probably waking up in cold sweats crying because he's about to join the I got skinned by Alexander Isak WhatsApp centre-half group in the Premier League. Anthony Gordon, again, like I say, is back on the grass, shaking off that injury. He's had a good week with the physios, according to Tyndall. I think Gordon will probably be on the bench. I don't think he'll walk straight back into the team. I think Barnes will regain that start. So let's go through the team 1 to 11. We've got obviously unchanged from previous. Nick Pope, Kieran Trippier, Fabian Schär, Dan Burn, Tino Livramento continuing that great run at left back. The power 3 in midfield, and these 3, in my opinion, are going to boss this game, and that's Sandro Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, and Joe Linton. And then the front 3 of Jacob Murphy, who's just at the back of scoring 2 goals, best season he's probably ever had in his career. Harvey Barnes, the left-hand side, continuing that run in the team, and Alexander Isak through the middle. Manchester United, they had a mare on Thursday night against Lyon. So they were winning 2-1. Xerxes scored a goal. He may very well come back in to their starting lineup. But my God, it was all about that shoddy goalkeeper once again. Onana, what's his name? Onana. He's crap. He spills more fucking things that are a waiter with the shakes. He's awful. He's terrible. A free kick came in for the first goal. He could have threw his cap on it. It went underneath him. And then the second one, he palmed it out to the player who toe pucked. I think it was Ryan Shakespeare, who everyone's been looking at, even us, apparently, once upon a time. But it was 2-2 in midweek, and Manchester United were absolutely livid. Goldbridge was livid. He said, he's crap in goal. United, get rid of him. He's shit. He's terrible. Get rid of him. And I'm hoping that Goldbridge is pissing his pants again on Sunday when Newcastle United steamroll these bastards at St James's Park, because I think these are here for the taking. This is the worst Manchester United team that I've ever known in my adult supporting life. They are crap, absolutely crap in every possible area. Looking at the way they lined up against Manchester City in the last game, they had Onana in goal. They had the back 3 that Amram still persevering with. They had Matsuri, they had Maguire and Euro, and then across the midfield they had the kind of wing backs, which was Darlow, Casemiro, who is about 46-year-old and 25 stone. Ugarte, who's not a bad player, a bit of a shithouse, likes to get stuck in. That Argentinian-Brazilian flavour will certainly be spicy in that midfield. Dorgu, who I don't actually know is a good player or not, to be fair. He looks a bit rank average to me. Bruno Fernandes is definitely the danger player. He's the star man. There is only one Bruno on the pitch, though, mate. Sorry about that, but it is Bruno Guimaraes. But Bruno Fernandes is the only player that really causes any worry for me in this Manchester United lineup. Garnacho, who just falls over a lot, and Højlund, who can't finish a sentence if I gift wrap the fucker a full stop. So these guys are here for the taking, in my opinion. You're looking at some of the other lineups. People have got Xerxes coming in for Højlund in that midfield, but the team is pretty much the same. But there is some rumours doing the rounds that Amram may drop Onana. And I really hope that isn't the case. He hasn't dropped them all season for every single howler that he's made, and he's howled more than a fucking werewolf at the moon this season. He's absolutely terrible. I have no sympathy for Manchester United fans. If I was one, I'd be shouting from the rooftops. If I was one, I'd probably have about 4 times the subscribers I do have, because all the glory support ambassador would click, click, click. That's not what Newcastle United fans do. That's why, there's so many of us with maybe not the level of subscribers that these Manchester United guys have got, because it's all over the world. And that has been for 25 years. That's what Manchester United are as a club. Newcastle may be there one day, you never know. But that's what Manchester United are as a football club. But going back to the whole situation, the rumours are that Amrin may drop Onana, take him out the first team. But who have they got? They got Tom Heaton to come in. They've got the other keeper, who I don't think is a great deal better. But Onana is in horrendous form at the minute. And I, for one, pray that he starts this game, because if he does, holy shit, if I'm Alexander Isak and certainly Harvey Barnes, I am shooting on fucking sight every time I get the ball. And Tonali as well. Every single time you get the ball 25 yards from goal, have a crack at this keeper. He's made of fucking tracing paper. It'll go right through his mitts, or he'll spill it in front of Isak and we'll get a goal and we'll score a goal. Like we did at Old Trafford. We battered them at Old Trafford. 3-0, I think it was, wasn't it, at Old Trafford? My prediction for this one is 2-0, because Manchester United, regardless how crap they are, have this weird ability sometimes to shithouse and fluke their way through games. And that could very well be the case in this match. But I think Newcastle will be way too strong for Manchester United. The midfield is going to dominate, in my opinion. Casemiro is fucking done. He's absolutely finished. He's collecting his pension. He's that old. He's been a cracking player, there's no doubt, but has been is the key word there. I think Bruno Guimaraes, Joe Linton and Tonali will have way too much energy, way too much pressing, legs, movement, quality. He won't be able to keep up. And Agade is a decent player, but I think we'll roughhouse him up. I think Joe Linton will get right in his face, wind him right up. That'll be an interesting one. Joe Linton's only 1 yellow card away, I think, from a suspension. I think he possibly will get that in this Manchester United game, certainly with Agade and the Brazilians, because there is needle between the Argentinians and the Brazilians, no doubt whatsoever. Every single time they play against each other, somebody's leaving a foot in somewhere. But for me, Newcastle have to win this game. Not only do they have to win this game to keep the run going for the Champions League, it's in our hands, Destiny's in our hands, but Manchester United are absolutely toilet. They're garbage. There's no better time to beat Manchester United than this. We beat better Manchester United teams at St James's Park in the past, where we've been an awful side, when we got managed by awful people, and people like that. We still beat Manchester United. So this is the easiest Manchester United team we're going to play against at St James's Park. And this is one of the best Newcastle teams we've had for years. So there's no way Newcastle should throw this away. They should go for the jugular right from the off, press high, get in their faces, win the ball back, shoot at that tracing paper goalkeeper, get in front early doors and just fucking batter these lot, because they deserve it in every possible way. I have no sympathy for any of them. They've spent decades of arrogance and sneering and snooting at other fan bases, taking the piss out of them, laughing at us when we had Mike Ashley at the helm and he was asset stripping the club. They've got a skinnier version of that motherfucker right now, stripping assets left, right, centre. They wouldn't even let the staff eat, for God's sake. Old Jim Twatcliffe, Sir Grim Jim, taking as much out of that club as he possibly can, and then putting the circus tent new stadium up, thinking it's going to be the revolutionary Wembley of the North. Yeah, we'll see what happens there, Bonnie lad. What an absolute pile of shit this football club is now. Want nothing more than Newcastle to wipe their arse with them on Sunday. But let us know in the comments below what you think about our lineup, what you think the score is going to be. Are you more worried about Manchester United? Do you think there is more threats there? Should we not be too cocky about it? Is it Bruno Fernandes? Is it somebody else? Or do you think these lot are here for the taking and Newcastle need to take their opportunity and destroy them, just like I do? Like and subscribe, guys. Keep it evermore. I'll be back with the post-match analysis for this game on Sunday evening, early evening, about 6ish, probably by the time the match is finished. And hopefully I'm smiling like a Cheshire cat, because we've annihilated Manchester United and shoved them even further into the depths of mediocrity where they currently belong. Happy days. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a belter. We'll see you later. Cheers.
Heroes celebrate. They have done it.